Okay, Shalom. Giving all praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Bahashem, Rakah Kwadash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone, and salutation to Ake Mate that has been pushing this world in truth and in sincerity. This is more proof and more certification that what the apostles has been telling us for years rings true. These women, mainly the black women, is not for us. They are our enemy. The Apostle Kabar did a video the other day going into how young Pharaoh was going into how these women are our enemy. This is further proof. Come out of the straight from the horse's mouth that they're not going to bow down to you. They're not going to submit to you. They are not going to take you serious. They are not going to respect you because you're not in power. Now I got this video. It kind of got me tight. But then again, what do you expect from the nigger woman? Hey, the proof is in the pudding. The case in point. Look at this proof right here. Weeks ago, you had this fucking Benjamite woman bow down and crawl to King Charles. But she wouldn't do that to a nigga. She wouldn't do that to a Jake. That nigga woman would do that to. She wouldn't do that to a Jake. Proving that these women are not for you. Proving that these women are a total enemy, and they're gonna remain our enemy until the Lord take these curses off us. Cause that's a part of the curses. When you go to Deuteronomy, the 28th chapter, the 15th verse on down, it explains the curses, man, that we are under, and this is part of the curses. But yeah, guess what, man? A man that has knowledge and wisdom and understanding of these holy scriptures, due the grace and the power of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shah, they're going to understand that and consider these things that's written in the scriptures. These women are not for us, and it's being manifested. You see, Esau has control of the world. He is the wicked, pursuant to Micah, the 1st chapter, the 4th verse. But who's joint heirs with Esau? The nigger woman. Starting with the nigger woman on down to the other tribes. I'm going to play this video. And it's going to prove to you that these women would never submit, never look at you with respect, never bow down, never would do anything other than be your adversary. Check this video out.
Submit to a slave. I don't submit to no slave. I submit to my slave master, which is the white man.
She's very dangerous. She's very dangerous. White supremacy in the black woman.
I'm going to play it again, just in case you didn't catch what she said, so it could sink in.
I submit to a slave. I don't submit to no slave. I submit to my slave master, which is the white man.
She's very dangerous. She's very dangerous. White supremacy in the black woman.
These women, mainly the black women, are the gatekeepers for Esau. They the pit bull for Esau, the so-called white man. They keep you jakes in check. Any man that acknowledges that he's an Israelite, that's dealing with these nigger women, if you haven't been with this woman for years and she accepts and she treats you right, you need your head examined, man. That's this truth. This is Micah chapter 7 verse. I'm gonna start at the 7th verse. Therefore, I will look unto the Lord Yahweh. I will wait for the Lord of my salvation. It's like I'm gonna read it again. Micah chapter 7 verse 7. Therefore, I will look unto the Lord Yahweh. I will wait for my power of my salvation. I will wait for the Slakia. I'm kind of excited and at the same time, frustrated. But hey, let me just slow down, calm down, and get it right. This is Micah chapter 7, verse 7. Therefore, I will look unto the Lord Yahweh. I will wait for my power of my salvation. My power will hear me. Rejoice not against me, O my enemy. Now, Esau pursuant to Psalms, the 83rd chapter, is our enemy. Our enemy, pursuant to Psalms, the 83rd chapter, right along with all the other nations, and to name the nations: Esau, Ishmael, Moab, on down the line. But you have to understand this too. This demon, and she's not even attractive. She probably letting a white boy pop her. Who knows, man? But this demon here, let's hear it again.
I submit to a slave. I don't submit to no slave. I submit to my slave master, which is the white man.
She's very dangerous. She's very dangerous. White supremacy in the black woman.
You got to understand this, man. These women are not for you. They're your enemy. It says back in Micah chapter 7, verse 8, rejoice not against me, O my enemy. Psalms, the 83rd chapter on down, but you got to put the nigger woman there too, and the rest of the women of the rest of the tribes. Judah, Benjamin, Levi, on down to Issachar. These women are not for you. It says, rejoice not against me, O my enemy. When I fall, I shall arise. When I sit in darkness, the Lord shall be a light unto me. We sitting in darkness now in the land of our captivity. But we have a light, which is these scriptures. We have a light, which is these scriptures. The Lord has become a light unto his elect. And I hope and pray that I'm a part of the elect. That's why we call ourselves the hopeful elect. Being humble. I'm a part of the hopeful elect. Because I've been calling this to this thing of ours and I'm doing the work, but I got to endure it to the end. And I pray I'm a part of the elect. It says, when I sit in darkness, the Lord Yahweh shall be a light unto me. This truth is that light. It says, I will bear the indignation, the righteous anger of the Lord Yahweh, because I have sinned against him, until he plead my cause and execute judgment for me. He will bring me forth to the light, which is this truth, giving me this knowledge, wisdom, and understanding, giving me my heritage back. And I shall behold his righteousness, this truth. Observing the Lord's statutes, commandments, doing that which is right in the eyes of the Most High. Hey, the Passover is coming up. And we're going to observe it to the best of our ability. Man. We're going to observe it. We're going to acknowledge it. We're going to keep it. And hey, these women are not for us, man. It says, then she that is our enemy. This is an enemy. Listen to this.
I submit to a slave. I don't submit to no slave. I submit to my slave master, which is the white man.
She's very dangerous. She's very dangerous. White supremacy in the black woman.
And that's what they push, man. They push Esau's agenda because that's what these women do, man. Mainly the nigger woman. She's the avant-garde of Esau's system, man. She's joint heirs with this devil, man. It says, then she that is my, Micah chapter 7, verse 10, then she that is my enemy shall see it. See what? The salvation of his elect. The Lord's anointed. The Lord's elect. Then she that is my enemy shall see it, and shame shall cover her, which said unto me, where is the Lord thy power? Mine eyes shall behold her. Now shall she be trodden down as the mire of the streets. Because when all hell break loose, man, a woman like this, nobody's going to look at this woman and try to help her, man. Keep that same energy, bitch. Keep that same energy, you ugly, decrepit, aged-looking bitch. Keep that motherfucking same energy. Now I'm gonna try to keep it cordial because I don't want them to flag this channel. I don't want them to take this video down saying I'm going into hate speech. But what is this woman saying right here? This is not hate speech coming from this woman. It says she's gonna be trying to die like the mire of the streets, man. Because when all hell break loose, pursuant to Jeremiah 30:7, pursuant to Daniel chapter 12, verse 1, The second Ezra, the 15th and the 16th chapter, these women are going to be in straits, man. And I wrote straits and talk about a position of difficulty. Isaiah 32:9. Rise up, you women that are at ease. Right now, she at ease. Esau is taking care of her. She probably got a white boyfriend. But what these women do not know, throughout history, when this devil is finished using you, he tossed you into the same pot that he was using you to toss other people in that pot. So you're going to be in the same dungeon with everybody else, and you're going to be looked and frowned upon because you was the right-hand man of this devil in this system. These women are joint heirs with Esau, the so-called white man. And you know why would she make a fucking boneheaded, such a boneheaded, dumb statement? Job 39, verse 17. The Lord deprived this bitch of knowledge and wisdom. That's what she say the things she's saying, do the things they do. Because they have no clue of what's going on. Women are like children. And you got to treat them so. This is Job chapter 39, verse 17. Because Yahweh have deprived her of wisdom, neither hath he imparted into her understanding. This bitch don't have no clue what's going on, man. That's why she's saying the things she's saying. And she's been gassed up by Esau through feminism. And they drunk that Babylon juice down, and they drunk off that Babylon juice, man. Hey, you can't help but to get mad over some shit like this. Let's play it again so it can sink in to you men ears, man.
I submit to a slave. I don't submit to no slave. I submit to my slave master, which is the white man.
She's very dangerous. She's very dangerous. White supremacy in the black woman.
Baruch chapter 3, verse 8. We are yet this day in our captivity. We still under the rule and the dominion of these Edomites, the so-called white man that has dominion over us, but not for long. And these women is enjoying being joint heirs in Esau's kingdom, also having dominion over the sons of Israel, man. But that's going to soon change. That's going to soon change, man. Job chapter 39, verse 17. Because Yahweh have because, let me read it again. Job chapter 39, verse 17. Because Yahweh have deprived her, the nigger woman, like you see right here. And she's not a good looking woman. She's fucking ugly. She's skinny. She probably wouldn't be like a white woman. That's why she's so skinny. It says, because Yahweh have deprived her of wisdom, neither have he imparted to her understanding. That's what she made a boneheaded, wicked statement, what she did, bro. And just like the Lord allows Esau's tongue to fall upon him, the same thing with these nigger women. They revealing how they truly feel about you jakes out there. And you still want to be with them? I said it once, and I'm going to say it again. Any man that knows he's an Israelite that has been woken up, if you still dealing with the nigger woman, you out of your fucking mind. And listen, I'm not going to say this. I'm saying this right here. If you've been with your woman and she's pleased to dwell with you, and y'all have children together, and y'all been together for years, and you've been in the truth for years, that's all good. But for you to go out there and try to seek and try to get with another nigger woman, trying to get with her, and try to build a relationship, you bugged out of your mind. And this is further proof. This is further proof, man, that these women are not for you. These women are not for you. The black woman is not for you. She is your enemy. She is your perpetual enemy. Your how can I say? She is not that your perpetual enemy, being joint heirs with Esau. She's a deadly enemy. And she's not to be trusted. Let's play this video again.
I submit to a slave. I don't submit to no slave. I submit to my slave master, which is the white man.
She's very dangerous. She's very dangerous. White supremacy in the black woman.
You see that, man? Did you see that? This is the book of Sirach, chapter 25, verse, let me see. 25 verse, let me see where I'm going to go. 25 verse, let me see. Give me some time. 25, 24, let me see where I'm at. Okay. 25 verse 13. The book of Sirach 25 verse 13. Give me any plague but the plague of the heart, and any wickedness but the wickedness of a woman. Now, any plague, a plague of the heart is being slow of mind, being a retard, being depressed, losing your mind, going out of your wits. It's being a bug out. It says, give me any plague but the plague of the heart, and any wickedness but the wickedness of a woman. And this wickedness from this woman here, I don't want it. I will flee from her, shun her, like you shun Esau, because Esau is the harbinger of death, but this woman also, the nigga woman also is the harbinger of death. How many abortions these women have? Think about that. Is she not the harbinger of death? Sacrificing her kids to Molech, which is the modern day Molech, is Planned Parenthood. She's the harbinger of death. You want that? You want to be a part of that? She's also the harbinger of death. Back in Sirach chapter 25 verse 13, give me any plague but the plague of the heart, and any wickedness but the wickedness of a woman, and any affliction but the affliction from them that hate me, and any revenge but from the revenge of enemies. Esau is our number one enemy, but he's using the black woman as an avant-garde, the gatekeeper, and a pit bull to keep Jake in check. When she feels Jake getting out of line, she called a white man. 911. Get this nigga back in line. He's getting out of line. That's what these women do. And this is wickedness, man. And this is what you want? You want to deal with this? You want to come home from work after a hard day's of work and deal with this shit? God damn, man. Damn. It says, like, there is no head above the head of a serpent, and there is no wrath above the wrath of an enemy. I had rather dwell with a lion and a dragon than to keep house with a wicked woman. A lion is a fierce creature, and a dragon has no mercy. I had rather dwell with a lion and a dragon than to keep house with a wicked woman. The wickedness of a woman changes for her countenance and darken. It's like the wickedness of a woman changes for her face and darken for her countenance, like sackcloth. You see that shit? Her husband shall sit among his neighbors, and when he heareth it, shall sigh bitterly all the wickedness that this bitch is doing. Because these women, they don't have no shame in their game. They'll be out there in them bars doing what they have to do. Ladies' night out. What's the other one? You go to the bars and it's what is it? I forgot. I don't go to bars. So it's ladies' night, or at a certain period of time, you got liquor and beers free for women. So they take advantage of that. They go there and they get saucy. Then they meet a dude. Next you know, they out there committing adultery. That's why I tell you in the scriptures, don't sit with another man's wife, man. Sitting there at all with another man's wife, roughly paraphrasing it. These women are out of order, man. And it's proven to you that these women the nigga women do not respect the so-called Israelite man, the so-called black man, which is the Israelite man. The women do not respect you, man. This is proof, ample proof. Should I play it again so it can sink in?
Submit to a slave. I don't submit to no slave. I submit to my slave master, which is the white man.
She's very dangerous. She's very dangerous. White supremacy in the black woman.
Sirach chapter 25 verse 19. All wickedness is but little to the wickedness of a woman. Let the portion of a sinner fall upon her. I'm not saying every man, if you in the truth and you got and you dealing with the so-called black woman and you've been around, you've been in each other's life for XYZ years, hey man, that don't make you a sinner. But if you trying to get with a nigga woman and you trying to meet her and take her out, you in for a big, big, big letdown. Let her go, bro. Let her go, because it's going to benefit you to let her go and don't deal with her. Last scripture before I close it out. This is the book of Sirach chapter 25. Also the book of Sirach 25. It says, let me start 25 verse 24. Of the woman came the beginning of sin, and to her we all die. Give the water no passage, neither a wicked woman liberty to guide abroad. If she go not as thou would have her, let her go. But cut her off from thy flesh. Let's just go back up and read it again. This is the book of Sirach, chapter 25, verse 24. Of the woman came the beginning of sin, and through her we all die. Give the water no passage. Because who sinned first? Did not Eve sin and came and gave them philosophies and fed them and gave them same and shared them same philosophies with Adam? So the woman went off first. So it says of the woman became the beginning of sin, and through her we all die. Because we fell from grace. When Adam took heed and succumbed to Eve with the knowledge of wickedness. It says, give the water no passage, neither a wicked woman liberty to guide abroad. And that's what Esau has done. He has given these women wickedness. He has given them wickedness. He has given them liberty to guide abroad, to spread their wickedness, to indulge in wickedness. And that's exactly what Esau has done, man. It says, give the water no passage, neither a wicked woman liberty to guide abroad. If she go not as thou would have her, cut her off from thy flesh, give her a bill of divorce, and let her go. Cut that bitch off, man. Cut that bitch off. And it'll be well with you. And if the Lord Yahweh wants you with another woman, he'll give you that woman. But sometimes the Lord will have you, whereas you don't have a woman. You just focus on this truth. I'm going to play this video one more time, and after that, I'm going to close it out. Because the point has been made.
I submit to a slave. I don't submit to no slave. I submit to my slave master, which is the white man.
She's very dangerous. She's very dangerous. White supremacy in the black woman.
And the crazy thing is, she know Esau, the so-called white man, is a slave master. She know that. Going back to the protocols of the learned elders of Zion, you see, nothing is done by chance. Everything is planned out. And these devils are crafty devils. And they use the nigger woman against the so-called black man to keep him down. Dig that. Smoke that in your pipe. Ponder on that when you laying in your bed. Ponder on this video while you laying in your bed and consider what's being said here. It's not my words. These are the scriptures. These are words of Yahweh by Yahweh Shah. So with that, I'm going to give praises. I'm going to give all praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Bahashem, Rakah Kwadash, and double honor to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone. Shalom.